we're not on live YouTube. We are actually. I mean, say a little bit more about Egypt. You're an ambassador to Egypt. You're an ambassador to Israel. As you say, Egypt has taken turns in the last 6 weeks that no one would have forecast. There's a 30-year treaty with Israel, and Egypt has regained control over Sinai and is responsible for Gaza and Hamas that is in Gaza. What do you see happening there? Is that treaty going to survive? Does Israel now say that we have to change our whole way of thinking about security because now we have to be thinking about our southern border and not just the one on the east and the north?
I think there's no indication at all that the treaty has come under any kind of questioning, even among the more radical of the Egyptian opposition. And this largely has to do with the fact that Egyptians don't have a fundamental interest in resuming their posture of war or even belligerency vis-a-vis the state of Israel. I think we're going to see, no matter what kind of government emerges in Egypt, a hardening of some attitudes, a cooling off of what already is a relatively cold nature of peace. There isn't a lot of interaction between Israelis and Egyptians even under the Mubarak government, and I think that's probably going to be reduced even further as Egyptians try to find a way to vent some of their frustration with Israeli policies that they don't like. But there is no constituency in Egypt, certainly not within the military nor within the general society, that wants to take up the banner again of leading the next charge against Israel. So I think that the basic treaty relationship and the security aspects of that treaty relationship are pretty much intact. But the direction of Egyptian society is still up for grabs. On the one hand, there is this positive beginning. Egypt does have a long history of thinking about democracy. There was a parliamentary system in effect before the 1952 revolution, and those thoughts have never really gone away. They're, in a sense, lying dormant for many years, and now they're coming out. But you also have a lot of other players who are going to challenge that. Number one is the Muslim Brotherhood, a movement started in 1928 that is dedicated to creating an Islamic state in Egypt as a forerunner to an Islamic state throughout the Middle East. Are they going to play by the rules if they don't gain enough support in an election? You also have the military, which has been running Egypt essentially since 1952, and now being asked to create some space in which a different kind of system can develop. There are military perks at play here, military economics at play here. How much room is the military in Egypt really going to allow for what would qualify for a democratic opening? And these are kind of the big questions in this 15-round heavyweight bout that we're watching.